welcome to Wednesday, where I am joined by Shiraz, and we are going to talk a little bit about grow your business with business magic. Shiraz, are you a magician?
Kind of. I've been called a wizard.
Which do you prefer, wizard or magician?
I like wizard. Magician sounds like I should have a top hat and be performing at kids' parties and stuff like that. So
And wizard doesn't make you think I need a long gray beard?
maybe someday.
Maybe someday. All right. Well, we are here to talk magic, but it's not wizard magic or magic. It's actually the magic that you have within yourself. Though I don't know that Shiraz has ever said that before. I'm just making up things as I go. So, y'all, I am so excited to introduce you. If you have not seen him yet, then you haven't been friends with me on Facebook for a while because I've been talking about Shiraz for a bit. He is my mindset coach, is kind of what most people think of, but he's actually a reality. What, Shiraz?
Interventionist.
Say that again and tell us what that means, because I'm guessing that just like me, most of the people when they hear that for the first time, they're like, say what? Which, y'all, is a brilliant branding strategy.
So I'm a reality interventionist. And what that means is I help you get out of the addiction of your current life and get addicted to a better life, because most people don't realize you are physically addicted to your current life. You can be addicted to struggle. You can be addicted to lack. You can be addicted to working hard. You can be addicted to being in bad relationships, but you can also be addicted to wealth. You can be addicted to ease. You can be addicted to happiness. And most people don't make those conscious choices. I teach you how to get out of the addiction of the bad things and into the addiction of the good things. And then once you're addicted to the good things, they just keep happening.
So I think people oftentimes think, addiction, okay, addicted to gambling or sex or booze or drugs. That is not what you're talking about, though.
It isn't, and yet it is.
Okay.
Because when you're addicted to gambling, sex, and booze, you're getting chemical hits from each of those things. And that's why you keep doing it, because your body wants those chemical hits. Even with gambling, you're like, that win gives adrenaline and dopamine going through your body. And so when you're addicted to bad things, you're like, well, why would I'd be addicted to that? Well, if your thing is like, I never get enough clients in my business, then another month comes by and you don't have enough clients. You're like, see, and now you get to be right. And whenever you get to be right, your body gets flooded with dopamine.
Wait.
Right.
So the fact that I love being right.
Yes.
Might be a bad thing.
Being right. I've seen.
No, I know it. Being right all the time is a bad thing. I know this now. But just to share. All right, Shiraz.
Yep. But the thing is, I've seen people choose being right over being rich, over being successful, over having wonderful relationships, even being healthy. And so being right feels great, but we often surround it by this crappy thing that you get to be right about again. I knew I wasn't going to make that sale, right? It's just like.
So you've mentioned sales. So are you magically going to help us with sales?
Kind of.
I mean, because we've gone from addiction to sales. Can you tell me a little bit about exactly? Because y'all, we are going to be hanging out this weekend at an amazing event, and I'm super excited for it. And I don't know that I've told Shiraz this, but I caught myself last month multitasking when I was on Zoom. Like I was on something that I shouldn't have signed up for anyway. And I showed up there and I was like half watching, half not. And I'm like, I know better. This is draining me and I ain't getting anything done. So I've gotten really picky about what goes on my calendar. And I've deleted a lot of things off. But when this came on, I'm like, ooh, yes, I'm totally going to be here for this event. It was on my calendar, scheduled, planned. Now, the interesting thing of what happened later, of why I will be there, we'll talk about later. But life is interesting that works that way.
Yep.
However, so this is an amazing weekend coming up. And Shiraz is going to tell us what we can expect over those 3 days.
All right. So this weekend is Business Magic Live. And over the 3 days, we're going to cover techniques to grow your business to 6 figures consistently. And it's going to be some strategy, like this is how you do it. This is how you price your programs. This is how you get people to buy your programs. Most of what it's going to be is the mindset around it. Because here's the thing I've discovered. You can have all the tools and all the strategies in the world, and you're not going to execute them if your mind is saying that's a bad thing. And I know you may think, well, making money is not a bad thing. I'd like it. But I've watched this happen over and over again. I've seen heart-centered entrepreneurs think, well, if I have a cushy life while other people are struggling, that's unfair. And I have to feel guilty about that. So your unconscious mind says, let's just make sure we don't have a cushy life. Then we can escape the guilt. And meanwhile, consciously, you're like, why is my business not growing? So we're going to start tackling beliefs like that and moving them out of your unconscious mind so that by the end of the weekend, you are transformed. I've done this event a few times and people have actually seen sales show up during the event. It's kind of cool.
I'll definitely take that as an option for this weekend. How many of you would love some sales? So like cells showing up, even when you can't talk, y'all. And I could be very self-conscious. So I'm just going to go on a total Tiffany tangent because that's what I do. Many of you know, because I am not being quiet about the fact that I am suffering with, I am enjoying menopause, perimenopause right now in my life. And I really was like fighting my body for it and against it. And, you know, Shiraz even, that's not, you know, this is about business magic this weekend, but I was able to clear out and like, no, this is just my body getting me ready for the next step. And being, I don't know that I'm saying I'm being excited about perimenopause, but I'm actually getting more of like, here's where I get to go. And instead of like, I can't talk all the time nowadays. I'm on a 3 out of 10 brain fog today. I've started doing barometer forecasting, which probably is not a good thing. That's probably like setting myself up for brain fog, but just in case I can't talk. Okay. And I would be so embarrassed probably a year ago that my brain wasn't working anymore the way it used to. And that's hard on me mentally, and I'm aware of that. And so the unconscious stuff too.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. And this is the thing for you, it's just like things aren't working. And other people, when they're stuck in their addiction, it feels like, I know I should be doing this. Why do I keep distracting myself? Why do I, you know, why am I doom scrolling on my phone when I've got these tasks to do that will make me money? Right? And that's your unconscious taking over and saying, I'm keeping you safe. Whatever its definition of safe is.
Because if I don't send out that email to ask people to go to my program, then I don't have to worry about being rejected.
Yep.
And I don't have to worry about putting myself on the line.
Yep.
And
some people feel I have to be responsible for all my clients. So if you do make that call and you get that client, that's more responsibility. And then you get another client, that's more responsibility. And your mind's like, we don't want that. That's too much responsibility. Let's not make those calls. So this is a lot going on behind the scenes that you're not aware of. And once you start to become aware of it, you can change your entire reality. It's amazing.
So can you tell us a little bit about what you mean in changing your entire reality? Because y'all, as you're watching this, and if you know me, you know it's more than just business all the time. We've got to have that harmony. We've got to have both in our life. And can it just be easy? Like
you can. And you see people out there that their lives are just easy. And some people get jealous. It's like, I wish my life could be like that. Well, the thing is, if you're jealous of them, this is another one of the traps. Then you'll keep yourself from being like them because you don't want to be the person you're jealous of. You don't want other people jealous of you. So of course you sabotage things and stay exactly where you are. But the fact that you're being shown it means it's possible. And if it's possible for other people, it's possible for you. You just got to get through the mental clutter and then it'll start showing up. My life has gotten easier and easier and easier. And I love it because I used to live in work hard all the time.
No, work hard all the time. No more. I love the fact that you don't have to do that anymore and that people don't have to do that anymore. They've done us a disservice by thinking grinding and working hard is the only way to have success.
Yeah. And in fact, I was just talking with my friend Catherine. She wanted to show me a demo tomorrow. And she's like, when can we schedule it in? You're probably pretty busy because your event is the very next day. And I said, actually, there's nothing on my calendar tomorrow. And she's like, what? And I'm like, there's nothing on my calendar tomorrow.
You are very well scheduled.
Yes.
And to know that you need that.
Oh, yeah. And this is the nice thing. I can take time off because I don't have this guilt that I'm not working, therefore I must be losing money, or I'm not being responsible to my clients. And in April, I'm gone for like 12, 13 days to Japan. And it's just like, I'm gone. Bye-bye. Let's and just have some fun. So.
I love it. Just have fun. So tell us any other details we need to know about the event. Y'all, wherever you are watching this video right now, in the description is a link with the event page that you can go to, as well as a coupon code to help save you $150, I think.
Yep.
So you can come in for $47, which seriously, $47 is barely even like dinner nowadays. And this is going to be 3 full days with money making opportunities, like help you making money opportunities. I don't know that I said that exactly correct, though Shiraz did mention, if you've got some things going on, some blocks that you're unaware of, sometimes just opening those up,
Yep.
and the money may come to you.
Yeah. And you know this because just last Thursday we were in a meeting together. I cleared some blocks on someone, and then they posted, "I just closed another client." Right, so it works.
Yeah.
And yeah, over the 3 days, it's funny because we were just talking about MCs, and my friend that's an MC just texted me, just completely distracted me. It's funny.
Stop distracting us.
Yeah. And yeah, so we're going to be looking at, we're going to look at your why. We're going to look at how you structured your business. We're going to look at how visible you are, how much people are seeing you as the authority, like these very practical things. And between those things, I'm going to teach something, and I know your unconscious mind is like, but I can't do that, or that's going to be hard. So we'll clear those beliefs on the spot. Like, it's just going to be, here's some teaching, any resistance to that teaching, let's clear that out of your brain, so that you can just execute on what we teach you. So this is a transformative weekend. It's not just learning and taking notes. If you're in the room, transformations occur. And that's what makes this event very different from most of the other events out there, especially about growing your business. Because usually you walk around with, I've got 20, 30, 50 pages of notes. And how many of those pages do you actually execute on? Yeah. Right? Whereas what if we clear the way, so while there's less learning, the things you will learn, you will actually execute on and move your business forward. That is my goal for you for this weekend. And it's happened for several people that have gone through these programs before. So not several people, lots of people. So
yeah, and like y'all that are watching this, there's a reason why I go live every time Shiraz has an event, and I go to all of Shiraz's event, and I'm in Shiraz's community, because it's made a massive, massive difference in my life. I've actually started measuring happiness. How do you do that? There's a whole thing, and I'm like 2 times happier than when I started. And it wasn't very happy when I started, but like I've gotten myself to where I'm just happier most of the time, and that's actually been really good, because as I've seen people with the hormone changes, it gets crazy. I'm having crazy hormone changes, but usually I'm like, oh my gosh, why am I flying off the handle? Oh, it's just hormones. And so it's put me in a position to be happier, which helps me overall. Things that would used to stress me out don't stress me out the way that they used to. And the people that stress me out, some of them I've said goodbye to, and others of them, it's how do I find an easier way to be with these people? Because what I love with Shiraz is things always work out. So this is my new mug from Shiraz with his little, I can't wait. I got my stickers to put on my computer. I'm decked out in all my gear. I haven't ordered the socks yet, but there are socks. So I will be getting some socks, y'all. Fret not. But I'm just happier. My husband and I are getting along better. I started the Women Entrepreneurs Living Child-Free community. I stopped fighting with my weight and dropped 20 pounds or so the last year and a half without doing anything. And people are saying things lately, a lot. And this is the time when most people are gaining. And that doesn't even touch the business, the things that are happening. Yesterday, I got an email from somebody that was in an event. Hey, I want to come work with you one-on-one. What will it take? Just like that. I've got somebody else that texted me today. Can we get you in? Like, I love being able to help people. And I had a whole bunch, I called it mind trash. I had a whole bunch of mind trash. And I still got some we're working on clearing out. I'm a control freak. So my addiction is control. And I like being right. And you know what? Yep. That's life. And people that know me probably know it. And so I'm trying to work on that. Like, how can I just make life easy? And so if you want to have an easier life, if you want to make more money, I think y'all should join Shiraz and I this weekend. Oh yeah, because Shiraz, you want to tell them that I get to be there too now.
Yes, Tiffany's definitely going to be there because she's the MC for the weekend. So she's going to be all over that. And she's going to, I don't know what the word is, Tiffany-size the event.
Oh yeah, because I said we're going to have Tiffany style fun. And somebody was like, what's Tiffany style fun? And I'm like, you never know till it's there. So So we
So
are going to have
I have no idea what's going to happen.
what?
I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm just like, here we go. We're on for the ride. Let's do this.
I don't know what's going to happen either yet.
Okay.
That's what makes it the best ride. And we're going to go with it because things always work out, y'all. And that's the theme. I love that I have this here to remind me. So if you want things to always work out, or you just want to hang out with me, hang out with Shiraz, come join us for this weekend. And I'm going to be back to talk to you about hanging out with me and Shiraz in person in April. So if you know, in Orlando, we're going in April. Some other folks that some of y'all know in my network are coming as well. So we may be doing that. So talk to me about that. In the meantime, this weekend, let's come on out and get some Business Magic Live going on. Okay. Shiraz, final closing thoughts for us.
Well, it's interesting is what you said about happiness. And there's this, I guess, sort of snowball effect. The things that you dwell in the most, you attract more of. So the happier you are, the more you attract things to be happy about. And I love that. So what is the default for you? What are you in right now? And what would you love to be in? Would you love to be in more happiness? Would you love to be in more freedom? Would you love to be in more abundance? Because as you get into that, you attract more and more and more. And let's get that going for you.
All right. Well, I will see y'all Friday. Not bright and early unless you're on the West Coast, because it does start 8 a.m. East, 8 a.m. California time. So that's 11 a.m. East Coast if you're like me. So I look forward to seeing you Friday.
See you Friday.
Happy networking.
All right. Thank you, Tiffany.